Yes, sir. I mean, get it right. Oswald has petition and sack. I was said to you know, it's on say we the mic is here say na it's on. We hold us agole ne pa. Both money bien every day.
Mr. Rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say I'm like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Now why you to us? You hearing claims, so even be the hero from your experience. So why you to us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No justice for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can't go. No opportunity for the youth. You say you're helping for the breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. Treating the people, I hate to say you got no love. Mr. Rescue.
Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on GHT. Today is Tuesday, July the 8th, 2025. We are coming to you live and direct from Detroit, Michigan. As always, my name is Michael Gilman. We broadcast from Detroit, Michigan. If you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. On this podcast, we insist to be civil with one another. There shall be no curse words, no insults of any kind. If you don't like what we say, what we do here, we invite you to switch the channel, move to another channel, and you can come back and live another day. Other than that, any profanities on here will be deleted and your viewership will be blocked. Okay? Welcome to all of you frequent followers and listeners to the show. Welcome as well. We are excited to be with you this Tuesday evening. Coming up, the July 17th of We the People March gains momentum. Liberians at home and abroad under the banner We the People will assemble at various locations across Liberia, state capitals in the diaspora to petition and draw attention to the corruption, disregard for the rule of law, and many others by the Liberian government. Support the GoFundMe, support a water cause. We do support it. Our monologue tonight, we're gonna be based on the theme here: periscoping and digging deeper into the defense case and possible big win. Why will the prosecutors reject the appearances of Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation Director Mo Ali, Senator Samuel Kogar, Representative James Kolleh, LMP Inspector General Gregory Coleman, NSA Director Prince C. Johnson, Justice Minister Oswald Tweh, and all? Why will the prosecutors reject a motion so that these guys can be cross-examined? Let's dig deeper. Our hot topics tonight: deal in the dark. Deal in the dark. The Joseph Yuma Barker administration signed a USD $1.8 billion deal in the dark on a Sunday with a United States of America company, Ivanhoe HPX, ahead of its White House visit. Despite the huge amount, the government and surrogates are tight-lipped and no fanfare or jubilation around this $1.8 billion deal. What's in it for Liberia and the Liberian people? Was the government pressured to sign after the agreement was deadlocked? Let's dig deeper. Also coming up, arrest of Minister Kemaya, D. Maxwell Kemaya. The real story behind the right story. The real story behind the right story. Zero Dopo, welcome to you. Why did the Joseph Yuma Barker administration go after former Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kemenya, alleging misappropriation of the Saudi Arabia rice donation and not Joseph Yuma Boakai or Mamaka Benefit. Didn't Joseph Yuma Boakai, Yomli Kanga Lawrence, Thomas P. Fala, Senator Sir Joseph, John Charuk, the mayor of Monrovia, received thousands of bags of rice for distribution while weren't they accused of any wrongdoing? In fact, did Sir Kemenya receive any money for the rice or Puta Corporation received the money? Is it wrong for Minister Kemenya to be loyal to President Weah and vow to ensure that President George M. Weah is re-elected in 2029? Is it a crime to endorse or pledge support to anyone? What was D. Maxwell Kemenya's crime? What was his crime? Ali Bagayogo, let's dig deeper into that tonight. Also, coming up, Tweh Preso challenges. Former Finance Minister Samuel D. Tweh Jr. made several bold and challenging statements during his press conference last week. He said, quote, the CDC government secure all the financing and sign all the contracts for all major road construction in the country. And of course, the Weah administration quote, signed a 10-year electricity deal with the United Nations beyond 2029. These statements and many others by D. Tweh Jr. have now been countered by the Unity Party government with alternatives for surrogates have resulted to name calling and insults. Why? Why are they name calling and insulting the erudite former finance minister Samuel D. Tweh Jr.? Also coming up, Liberian National Police, the LMP on spear tactics was done. The LMP Inspector General Gregory Coleman has warned the July 17 People Rally organizers and the police preparedness to disperse any crowd if there is violence. But Chairman Moba Molu says otherwise. Molu has warned that, quote, there will be citizens arrest if anyone is suspected of being planted among the protesters to cause chaos and confusion. He warned the LMP to be mindful of whatever plans they have against the people. Quote, the people will resist it. Let's dig deeper. What does Moba Molu mean by that? Also, coming up, secret grand jury. A grand jury in Monrovia allegedly indicted 15 people, including Speaker J. Funati Kofa. While the indictment says nothing about Speaker Kofa, pundits are wondering how and why did the indictment come after police and court charges. Was the indictment intended to re-arrest Kofa and others and send them to jail without bail? Let's dig deeper. Coming to America, President Donald Trump has invited Joseph Yuma Boakai of Liberia and the presidents of Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Mauritania, and Senegal to Washington, D.C. as early as this week. What could be the reasons for Joseph Yuma Boakai invite, especially following the stern warning by the Trump administration, which led JNB to set up a task force 2 weeks ago? Could it be economic to include accepting the HPX deal? Well, that deal has been signed before Boakai will leave Liberia. Or accepting deportees? Could it be to show Joseph Yuma Boakai the list of potential indictees for sanctions, or to further warn him of his flagrant disregard for the rule of law. What could be? What could it be? What could it be? We got a great show for all of us here tonight. The gentleman, Jerome Gamer, I just saw you in the studio. You want to come back in studio, Jerome Gamer? If you are following the broadcast, Jerome Gamer, I just saw you in studio, and I want to make sure you come back. Nicely attired in your lime green suit. Was it lime green or blue? I might be colorblind, but you look so fantastic tonight. Jerome Gamer, service call going out for you. You want to come back in studio? Also coming up tonight, Unity Party plots. The Joseph Yuma Boyka administration has begun executing her plot against the officials of the CDC government as they target His Excellency President George M. Weah. They've arrested and briefly jailed former Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kemeya, GSA Director, Madam Mary Bro, and others on allegations of corruption in a Saudi Arabia rice donation. What is the UP Reliance? Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to a number of folks celebrating their birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones. Talking about Thelma Say there in Minnesota, the wife of my young brother Jerry Say. Happy birthday to you, Thelma. Also, Rodney P. Jar, that's a son of mine. Rodney, Charlotte, North Carolina, happy birthday to you. Also celebrating her birthday, or celebrated a couple days ago, Major Dr. Alberto Clark Kolleh is the first surgeon, general surgeon, and commander of the 14th Military Hospital. Happy birthday to you from your mom and your siblings. They all want to wish you well. Also, an ardent follower of this page, Martha Hammer, somewhere following this broadcast. Martha, happy birthday to you. You have it from me here in studio and your very best friend, Noah Birds. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations, the first and longest subscriber to Judah Hard Talk, Noah Birds. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for all you do to keep us afloat. Says Makula Musu Dennis of New York. Happy birthday to you. Sam Livingstone, Philadelphia. Stanley Blaine, happy birthday to you. Howard Doe, Bible Freeman, Clara Carr, and for all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. This broadcast is dedicated to you as well. Okay, invite someone, like the page, follow the page. Let me know how well you are receiving us. Those of you on the YouTube channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Even if you just came across it, please subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can also subscribe here on the Facebook channel and be a follower. Like and follow the page, okay? My name is Wild Michael Gilman. We got a great show for all of us here. Sit back, relax, and be my guest. Jerry Akwe, Bobinho Kaka Jr., welcome to you. Say your party, Patrick changing levels, Maulo. Elijah Nepe, at which time the show comes on. Welcome to you, Elijah Nepe. I just came from work and I'm on here right now, okay? Usually we don't even do Tuesday shows, but I didn't do one yesterday, and so I have to do one tonight, okay? Welcome. And Patrick changing levels. Maulo says he's watching from Johnston, Iowa. Welcome to you there. First in the queue tonight, Paul Hegler Stem. Welcome. Joseph and Edith Wally Kende, Inja Brown, Ali Bagayogo, Linda Morris from her common area. Welcome to you as well. We got a great show for all of us there tonight, okay? Sarah Double, thanks for inviting folks here with the highlights. And Abraham Corner, welcome to you. Hopefully I get to see you guys on tonight. We got a link already in the chat room. You can join us from there. AB Corner, Ali Bagayogo, let's dig deeper in all of the happiness in Mama Liberia. Absolutely. Abdul Corner, welcome to you. He says, I'm back on GHT. Donald Tweh, the Vice Chair, Administration, CDC USA. Welcome to you there, Mr. Vice Chair. The eyes focus with listening ears. As always, welcome to you. Good to see you on here, as always. Dexter Tweh, welcome to you as well from Louisville, Kentucky. Vera Marsha, Ruth Newe, Stephen and Nelly Kia, welcome to you. Masalam Dami, welcome there. Mas SP Pelu, good to see you on the YouTube channel. That's my lovely daughter there from Australia. That's our good morning, Daddy, and our GHT family. Welcome, Mas. Great to see you on here tonight, as always. Okay, we got a great show coming up. Sophie Blamo from Ohio, welcome to you. Vocaliza Madingo General says, hello, my longtime big brother. Welcome to you, Madingo General. Welcome. And Emma Gay. We got a great show for all of us. Yeah. Okay. You came to rescue. You're not giving the people what they want, but you say you came to rescue. The people say not like you. Yeah. The people not like you. Then you say you came to rescue. Who you came to rescue?
December 10, 2020. The law is being violated.
Who you came to rescue?
We make sure we enforce it. On December 10, 2024, the police investigation did establish that suspect Kivi Bar, alias Kaba, and Joan Ginati attempted to ignite fire on a circuit breaker panel on the second floor using gasoline. This was an act. This act was a precursor to the larger plan to destroy the entire Capitol building. The law is being violated. We step in and we make sure we enforce it. On December 10, 2024, the police investigation did establish that suspect Kivi Bar, alias Kaba, and Joan Ginati attempted to ignite fire on a circuit breaker panel on the second floor using gasoline. This was an act. This act was a precursor to the larger plan to destroy the entire Capitol building. The law is being violated. We step in and we make sure we enforce it. On December 10, 2024, the police intervention. November 8, 2024, Thomas Isaac Etheridge, staff of former Speaker, and Patrick Moore seized the keys of the Deputy Chief Clerk office, indicating signs of sabotage. November 10, 2024, the Joint Chambers intensified overtime requiring law enforcement intervention. November 8, 2024, Thomas Isaac Etheridge, staff of former Speaker, and Patrick Moore seized the keys of the Deputy Chief Clerk office, indicating signs of sabotage. November 10, 2024, the Joint Chambers intensified overtime requiring law enforcement intervention. November 8, 2024, Thomas Isaac Etheridge, staff of former Speaker, and Patrick Moore seized the keys of the Deputy Chief Clerk office, indicating signs of sabotage. November 10, 2024, the Joint Chambers intensified overtime requiring law enforcement.
What are we doing? Who gave me the 200,000? The bottom of the they said the food. When you tell you that, what the sales of doing? What's the income of that money? To lie. Oh, who? To lie. You want to lie. Share it up. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? Who gave me the 200,000? The bottom of they said the food. The bottom they said the food. 200,000. The bottom they said the food. When you tell you that, what the sales of doing? What's the income of that money? To lie. Oh, who? To lie. You want to share it up. What's the income of that money? To lie. Oh, who? To lie. You want to share it up. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? Who gave me the 200,000? The government I said a thing that they said the phone. I said a thing that they said the phone. What they tell you that? What I said of them? What's the income of that money? To lie. Oh, who? That's to lie. You want to do okay. Okay. What are we doing? Who gave me the 200,000? The government I said a thing that they said the phone. I said a thing that they said the phone. What they tell you that? What I said of them? What's the income of that money? To lie. Oh, who? That's to lie. You want to
Yes, don't look at it. Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. This is the speaker's wing, but I don't know the particular office. It's not close to the on fire, a certain portion of it. This is the speaker's wing, but I don't know the particular office. It's not close to the seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. This is the speaker's wing, but I don't know the particular office. It's not close to the speaker office. A certain portion of it. This is the speaker's wing, but I don't know the particular office. It's not close to the speaker office. Yes, don't look at it. Capitol building seems to be on fire, a certain portion of it. This is the speaker's wing, but I don't know the particular office. It's not close to the speaker office.
Mo Ali, who was just in a video explaining Capitol building is on fire, is certain portion of it, and he does not know the exact office or whatsoever, but he's able to describe that the speaker office or the speaker wing was on fire. Yeah. Mo Ali, that's the picture of Mo Ali right there. If you don't know him, okay, the speaker sir is on fire. Mo Ali. If you join us here, we say welcome to you. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. We're gonna be digging deeper in a number of stories that made headlines in Liberia. Okay. Last week we saw the arrest of the former foreign minister D. Maxwell Kemenya and others, Mary Bro, for what is being described as the misappropriation of thousands and thousands and thousands of 25 kilogram bags of rice that Minister Kemenya and others cannot or could not account for the rice. But our big question here is a number of people, including Joseph Yuma Boakai, receive some of that rice in the hundreds or thousands of bags of rice. Okay? And that's the story we call the arrest of Minister Kemenya, the real story behind the rice story. Why did the Joseph Yuma Boyka administration go after former Foreign Minister D. Maxwell San Kamaya, alleging misappropriation in the Saudi Arabia rice donation, and not Joseph Yuma Boyka or Mamaka Ability? Didn't GMB, Yamli Kanga Lawrence, Thomas P. Fala, Senator Sir Joseph John Charuk, now city mayor, receive thousands of bags of rice for distribution? Why weren't they accused of any wrongdoing? Is it wrong for Minister Kemaya to be loyal to His Excellency President George Weah and vow to ensure that President Weah is re-elected come 2029? Is it a crime to endorse or pledge support for to anyone? Is it a crime? What was D. Maxwell Kemaya's real crime? What was it? What was his real crime? Pale Orito Reto. Let's dig deeper into this story. Okay. This short video we're about to play is 16 minutes, but we're going to play just a couple minutes from it to give you a glimpse, take you inside the whole rice story. The rice donated by Saudi Arabia. The payment of $500,000 that was made. Where did it go? Who received it? Did that payment go to Minister Kemaya or Mary Bro or those that were arrested and thrown in jail? Did any one of them receive that money? The Triple D, the Digging Deeper Department, goes in depth tonight. Jeanette Venga from Boston, Massachusetts, welcome to you. Roosevelt Cromer, welcome. We go in depth tonight, the Triple D, to bring you details on that payment, who received it, and whatsoever. Okay? Take a look, take a listen here.
The quantity here is
Okay, we have 12,292 bags in here.
Yeah.
Then the other store warehouse, we have 5,920.
in the same building.
Yeah.
In the same building.
We got it original warehouse later. 4,292 is here. The 5,920 is here warehouse. So we got it 3 locations.
Yeah.
How's that mistake for setting the item here? As you know, the last is not possible to weather inside the store. So is it always like that? You set very well.
Yeah, it's safe. It's very safe.
The mistake that how much
For guys of air conditioners, the ventilation is not bad. Yeah. So I mean it's good. It's ideal. Yeah.
So we'll just also say
walk you through
and end the same thing.
Okay.
We'll just do a Photoshop so you have a picture of it. So, but this is their warehouse. You know, the disaster management agency. The office is here, so
Okay.
in the same office, they have, you know, the consignment, you know. But the total is
29,412.
29,412 kg bags.
you can always share.
Okay.
Was your case conservation here?
Okay.
They make a lot of shots in the meal. We hope it to be delivered to people who deserve it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In fact, one of the things that we stressed before, and we're going to stress, you know,
We wish that to be useful for. We are sure that we will choose a good company to deliver all that, and we hope and we wish that to be useful for their people. Distribution will be during the disaster management.
What I see like prior. So I hope for good.
We pray to God that this will be useful for people who will take them.
I can tell you that definitely, and I will stress that when we sign the exchange of notes, we're going to be we're going to continue to be very transparent and accountable. That is something that we don't compromise. And personally, that we also don't compromise. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, your ambassador, will say, oh, going from Cote d'Ivoire, will bear me up. And this is why, even though the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the government made a case through me in terms of the engagement, but because we want to make sure in line with the transparency and accountability, when the consignment came, I told Saudi Arabia that we will give it to the agency of government that has the mandate for these kinds of things. That's why we decided the disaster management agency, as it is, and they are the one. And we got the board chairman also here, the executive director. And we're not just going to do, we also, as Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with a focal point, and I even got the Deputy Minister for International Cooperation, we will also monitor, the process. So it's not just going to be, but we are very much confident with respect to this consignment reaching to the intended beneficiaries, who are the Liberian people. And I've stressed to him.
Yeah. And also,
before you come in, I've stressed to him and the agency, now 1 grain of rice is to say, oh, Minister Kimaya, yeah, you made an arrangement, so this is it. Now 1 grain, not to me, not to any official. The only people that are to benefit from this rice are the Liberian people that fall in the category that need disaster relief, respect to. And then, as was indicated, honorable, other extreme vulnerable people, they are the ones, and I can tell you we will do that. Because this is, for me, a pilot. Okay. I am championing and will continue to champion, not just for Saudi Arabia, but as I move around as foreign minister, knocking those to see how we can solicit more support from even, the King, Salman, to attract more relief supplies for this agency, as it is. I'm not going to relent in terms of doing that. And the only way we make sure that the corridor is open for me, that I will use, is for transparency and accountability, reports and all being as it is. But I'm confident this is just the beginning, and I'm going to battle you people more to get more support for this agency. Not just rice, even other items. Yes, I will be sitting with them upon my return. I have a trip next week to Europe. Upon my return, I will sit with he and his entire management team, led, and then the board of directors. So they gave me a better idea as to what kinds of things that are needed, for the agency in this work that would benefit, the people, besides food items and others. And when I get those, the first door I'm knocking will be your door, to get, additional before I go out. So this partnership is long, as it is.
I think also next week there are some dates coming from the media through the embassy to Liberia.
Yeah, we look forward to receiving them. And Saudi Arabia has always been doing that during this, particular time, and and all of that.
And we also need your support to make all the organizations for dates to receive it here in Liberia, as soon to finish them as soon as possible from the organization that they, from the courts, from everything.
We'll do that. We'll do that as we've been doing. And I have the Minister of Internal Affairs also have that, who has been working with me very closely, on that. So we'll do that, especially knowing this particular time, and all of that. And I must say, Ramadan was carrying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you listen to a brief conversation between the then Foreign Minister D. Maxwell Kemaya and the Saudi government officials during the giving and receiving of the rice, 29,000 bags of rice for the disaster management to benefit Liberians who were faced with disaster or would have been faced with disaster. Last week, the Joseph Human Borgai government went ahead with the asset recovery team, went ahead, arrested D. Maxwell Kemaya and others, alleging that they misappropriated the rice, that they could not account for the rice. Okay? The rice was in the tune of 500,000 United States dollars. Did Kemaya, Mirabro, and others that were arrested and jailed, did they receive the rice and put it on the market? Or did they convert the money to pay for the rice into their personal use, personal account? What was Kemaya actual crime, the real crime he committed? What was it? What was the real crime committed by D. Maxwell Kemaya? Huh? What was it? What was D. Maxwell Kemaya's crime? As we dig deeper in here tonight, what was it? Also, last week, the former finance minister, Samuel D. Tweh Jr., took to the podium, made news, made headlines, when he challenged the government of Joseph Human Borgai. Okay? When he said, quote, CDC government or the CDC government secured all the financing and signed all the contracts for all major roads construction in the country, end of quote. He went on to say, quote, the Weah administration signed a 10-year electricity deal with the United Nations beyond 2029, end of quote. The Unity Party government have said nothing to counter what Samuel Tweh said. Instead, they put their surrogates. Akaros Gray called them sugar ants. They put the sugar ants outside with instruction to just rain in salt on Samuel Tweh. They want to bring back $25 million mop-up exercise, $16 billion. And we have this report right here. Let me make you see it. This is the Crow report. This is the Crow report. This is the $25 million excess mop-up exercise. This is the report for that. This is the Crow report. You combine these two together, you have the 16 billion and the 25 million report right here. Okay? These are the reports. Our people always say, let me make you see them. Our people always say, oh, the CDC people, they are corrupt. These reports were done by the very GHT, LWSC, and Kroll, the international partners. Okay? The very institutions that this government is today using to go after the CDC officials. Okay? And George Weah, President George Weah, empowered, gave the LWSC the authority to prosecute. He armed them with the authority to prosecute. That Joseph Boakai or the next president and the next president, until that law can be changed, no president can remove the commissioners of the LWSC without the expressed acquiescence of the Senate. Nobody. That's why you see Joseph Boakai have not gone to temper with the LWSC. That's how powerful the law that was crafted during the Weah administration to recondition, reposition, do whatsoever to make the LWSC an all-powerful institution to go after corrupt people, corrupt officials, or to go after corruption, to prosecute corruption. That's how President Weah empowered them. And let me say hi to my dear friend and brother here, Duke, the fearless, Hyena Clark Williams. Welcome, my man. How are you? You say, my man, I'm in class. Welcome to you, brother. Great to have you on here. And Helen Quayon Elliott, welcome to you as well, okay? Good to see you here from Fargo, North Dakota, as always. Barbara Wilson, welcome to you. And Matilda Stevens, Des Moines, Iowa, welcome to you as well. She said, because he said President Weah is coming back in 2029. Absolutely. And Jerome Weah, Sugar Ants. Absolutely. Okay? These are the reports. There's a reason why these reports continue to be here on my decks. Okay? These two reports, the $25 million report, the $16 billion report, coupled with on the GHT page or in the Grand Jury Forum, you can see our own 7-page report that we did on the 16 billion that we issued September 28, 2018, before the Crow report came out February of 2019. Okay. Today, the LWSC, the Boakai government, their surrogates are hailing the LWSC to go after CDC officials with the same report. Okay, they are using them to go after the Tweh and others. In fact, they are using the asset recovery. A group of Unity Party partisans, loyalists to Joseph Boakai, to go after people with a mandate to go after CDC officials. Okay, so Samuel D. Tweh Jr. threw out a challenge. He threw out a challenge to the Boakai administration and said, look, don't run around here like one cut-head chicken, like you don't know what happened. Tell the Liberian people, all of what you are doing here, somebody is responsible for it. That somebody is George Weah. He made an arrangement. He got the financing. He signed the contracts to build all the damn roads that you are celebrating today. Yeah. I'm quoting the governor of my state, Michigan, the Michigan governor. When she was campaigning, she said, it's time somebody built the damn roads. Because Michigan have always had some bad roads. And her slogan is paying off today. She got almost $4 billion going into the road project, road development, reconstruction, and what have you. They're digging up old roads, building it. It doesn't look good. They dig it up. They go back and build it just like that until it's getting better here in Michigan. So I'm paraphrasing and I'm using her words. All of the damn roads that you are celebrating today, even to the extent to say cars produce delivery trucks, cargo trucks that's supposed to take goods to the leeward counties, like in a southeastern corridor. They should not plow those roads. Because if you put a 20-ton truck on the road, it will damage the road. Then Zoe Panel, white suit, will get dirty. You know Zoe Panel? Charlene Pratt, Melvin Carter, Agnes Glewlu. You know Zoe Panel? Zoe Panel is the senator for Grand Judah County. He was in the public work minister office the other day, hailing and raining praises on him for job well done. Barbara Wilson said, yes, I know him. He was in the public work office hailing him for job well done. As soon as he left the office, they put up the memo. You tell Zoe Penny, man, I carry no rest truck on that side for the next 6 months. He might not carry cement truck to go get people cement and beg a red to vote for him. Okay? Somebody is responsible for those roads, and that's George Weah. That's the challenge Samuel Tweh put out. The electricity you are enjoying today, I signed a contract, 10 years agreement with the United Nations, UNDP, to ensure there was electricity, there is electricity. 10 years beyond 2029. Okay? Let us all ask ourselves. We are grown folks. We see what happened in our country on record basis, record time. By the time something will happen, we know it's going on. We are all with our gadgets. We're looking. We're sharing the video, the live. We're all looking in record time. When was the last time we saw Joseph Boakai government signing an agreement that benefits the Liberian people? To say, oh, my 10,000 trips are made abroad. Papa coming home, this is what I brought. When last we saw that? To say, oh, we signed an electricity deal. We signed a road construction deal. We signed an agricultural deal. When last have we seen that? Since January 22nd, 2024. Have we ever seen any contract deal being signed? The first ever deal signed by the Joseph Boakai government, the $1.8 billion that's supposed to be a landmark deal, that's supposed to call for the pomp and pageantry, celebration, the fanfare, and everything. They are running away from it because it happened under the cover of darkness. It happened under the cover of darkness. Okay? Don't take my word for it. Let's roll the Samuel Tweh tip like we did with D. Maxwell Saikemaya, because we got to go back to Saikemaya to show you some details. Okay? These are just highlights we are bringing up to you. The show is still fresh. Okay? Alf Ross, Ali Bagayogo, Godfrey Gewe, and Charlene Pratt. Be thankful, Addison. Welcome to all of you just joining us there. David Gue Tobasi, Christopher Lotte Tobasi, welcome to you. JC Alewela Dastiga, Jefferson Day, yeah, welcome there. And the Mars from Atlanta, Georgia, welcome to you. Laura Askey, Mr. Gamer, those fools don't have anything to depend on and to give the Liberian people. They really don't. They don't. Barbara D. Wilson, Fred Nimla Dix, Rufo Nalia Jr., welcome to all of you. Barian Walker, welcome there. And Palu Shah Bear, welcome to you as well. Palu, good to see you. All right, so let's roll this tip. Samuel Tweh, throwing out the challenge to Boakai and government.
Coalition for Democratic Change. So, National Youth League of the Popular People's Movement. Motives. The question today we were asked is, why would people in our society, in our government, in our political parties, in our media, in our religious institutions know the honest truth or aspects of this truth, but we refuse to say anything when blatant falsifications are being hashed by malicious individuals to destroy innocent people? Why do those who know the truth on matters become willing accomplices to destroy others by their dangerous science? Today, I will demonstrate how this evil information manipulation was deployed and weaponized against this administration of the CDC and how people are intent on sustaining this culture of lies to destroy people in our politics. Those of us who have been caught in the crosshairs of these machinations will fight back with every means at our disposal, intellectually, politically, and of course, legally. This will not be and should not be how we conduct our politics. We cannot fight corruption by lying on innocent people. Those who are determined to sustain this culture of lies and dishonesty in our politics and society must be fiercely resisted and fought so that we arrive at a more honest national discourse and will focus on the serious issues affecting our people. Today's conference is about initiating that fight. It is about demonstrating how targeting Samuel Tweh and keeping his name in the public, even when he has done nothing wrong, appears to be the goal of some individuals in our politics and in our media. The other strategy about this is that the World Food Program hears this gossip. Just died. And people have the audacity to even believe that I can kill Cletus Noah. That's how evil this country has become. And the politics have become destructive. So those of us who are there, we have thick skin. Me, I have very thick skin. I was taught and made for politics. My skin is extremely tough. Very little moves me. I have no fear for any man. And envy no other man. Because I think what one man does, I'm able to do, so I don't have to envy me. But there is a limit to what a man can take, especially if you have 6 children who are growing up. But somebody consistently tries to pick on their father. So, but what is this man doing? Why would you? I mean, people called me and said, 10 million again? Well, what is that? What you did for this money? What happened? I said, come here, arrest you for 10 million. My sister in New York calling me. I said, is it 10 million? I didn't do anything with 10 million. 10 million is with the World Food Program. The other strategy about this is that the World Food Program hears this gossip. People in the Ministry of Finance know that the minister is writing letters using the money currently. They sit on school and hear all this garbage, and nobody has the audacity to say, hey, stop this. Mr. Gafford approved this money just this March. Why are you talking about Samuel Tweh and this money? That's why I say, what kind of society we live in today? When people in our political parties, in our churches, in our media institutions, in our government know the honest truth. When the people who are writing the letter of Mr. Gafford know and they're not able to call school and say, you are lying, I just drafted a letter for this money. It's not Samuel Tweh. Why do we do this? So that's the conversation we're going to have today. You're going to media people. And particularly you media people. What is the standard for verifying information? It's an honest conversation. President, we have signed the Civil Mountain Law, the Abla Kamara, that gives you guys the right to say many things, but there is a limit to which you can live up somebody. So Mr. Springle Waterspoon will have to tell us in court who told him that I took 30 million and which government is coming to arrest him for 30 million, for which he has now made, and to me now, to everything, and maybe they will go maybe 2 million like right now here for 30 million, and I name this in there. So it is only the vindication through court. I will compare Mr. Wilson to say something and repent so that the public knows that the journalists or the commentators on social media have a responsibility to truth in our democracy. It's consistently impugning my reputation in the public when it has no basis for doing so. Thank you. I'll take your questions.
So at this time, Congress, the questions and answer period will be very.
Finance Minister, at the time the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank respectfully contributed the amount of $25 million and $5 million each to Liberia and its citizens for COVID-19 stimulus package. Don't you think it's prudent enough that you submit yourself to any pending investigation, since in fact you actually headed the country's finance ministry at the time? And what do you think your name is actually linked or implicated in
So,
don't you think it's prudent that you submit instead of crying at this time? Thank you.
Yes, sir. Honorable, before, my name is Matthias Labini. I'm from Sky Communications, Liberia. Mr. Tweh, thank you for your presentation. Do you trust the court system in Liberia, the judicial system in Liberia, under the Waters administration, which you are going to use to vindicate yourself? In which court are you going to file a lawsuit against Stanton Periscoping, Liberia, or in the US since it's now residing in Liberia?
Next question.
So thank you. My name is Hagar Konda, and I report for Freedom FM. Honorable Minister, former Minister, I should say, I'm interested in knowing one of what you said and considering the efforts of the government in going after some past government officials. Why do you think all of these things are happening? Because there are speculations in the public that the government is apparently not seeing a way through, and as such, they want to play some tactics by bringing on, coming on some former officials of the CDC administration. Why do you think you are always in the news for these kind of allegations?
Next question.
Okay, I'm Sam. I report for the National Radio and Television. I'm concerned about the silence of the war food program. Since you, in fact, you said the money is directly with the war food program, why is it they haven't broken silence over this issue?
So thank you. So we'll close the first chapter and then.
Thank you. These are very good questions. That's why I'm here. Would you submit yourself to, listen, I'm a patriotic, law-abiding citizen. I will submit myself to any investigation, legitimate or bogus. Let's get it clear. Any legitimate or bogus investigation, I respond, because as a citizen, you have to respect the authority. If the police came for you, you can't put water in the face and slap me, even if I came up. I could be sleeping in my house and police say, I didn't sleep, I did something that they come for me. I'll go to the station. That's not the question. So I'm just giving the public that there is no basis for involving Samuel Tweh in anything like this. So let's say the government has seen the 25 million report, which I share with you from the money we gave them. And let's say people in the government are not satisfied. Who do you think is the first person that you want to contact? You have to contact the World Food Program, because one of the reasons why we gave the money to the World Food Program was that we did not want another situation where we will politicize it. If we want to politicize it, let's go and politicize it with the World Food Program. Because the World Food Program will receive that money. No Liberian official has access to the World Food Program's bank accounts. They control the expenditure. There was a National Steering Committee chaired by Minister Wilson Tucker. I was only Minister of Agriculture only. They were just administering steering. They were not involving operational matters. So we're receiving all of these reports. The purchasing of rice, the distribution of rice were left solely to the World Food Program, because they have the lower expertise and the experience to do that. So if there is a problem with the spent portion, two portions now, spent nearly 28 million, unspent 2 million. If we have a problem with the 28 million that was spent by the World Food Program, then it's prudent that the government investigate. But as I know right now, there is no asset to recover for the 30 million, because the World Food Program has reported that it spent every time the government has given a report to the government. The government has not challenged our report, except it is trying to do so. But if it's trying to do so and launch an investigation, the investigation would begin with the World Food Program. If you ask me.
Okay. That was Samuel Tweh responding to a reporter's question about the World Food Program and 25 million that was given to serve as stimulus for food supply during COVID. For some of you who have long been on this platform, you will recall it was on a Saturday afternoon when we hosted Samuel Tweh and the World Food Program country representative, a lady from WFP, on this network. You recall, That was when we were using a Zoom, and she was on, but she didn't allow her video. She said she would come on, but they didn't want to be videotaped. Ali Bagayogo, you one of the longest men on the show here. Av Ross, Amrusa, Charlene Pratt, uh, Amy Black. Amy Black, you don't miss anything yet. Joseph Wally Kenner said, yeah, sure. Okay, I will try to go back into the archive to see if we can find that video to bring it up. That was in I think around 2019. It was around 2019. I will go back to see if I can find that video. Be thankful. Addison said, yes, I remember. Brown Deer. Okay. Yeah. Jerry Akwe, me too. Absolutely. So there is history behind what the minister Samuel Tweh is stating here. Emmanuel Apin said, yes, definitely. I remember. Henry Dubois Hill. I remember. Absolutely. Okay. So all of what he just said here about the World Food Program, that money and everything was alluded to by the lady from WFP, that they had the money, they were procuring the food, they were distributing and everything. Okay? But besides that, the excess or whatsoever was not expanded is now being expanded by the guy who is now a finance minister, Ngafwan. And Ngafwan is on record writing and spending the money. Yeah, be thankful, Addison. It was an early afternoon show. It was an early afternoon show. I mean, that Saturday, I got the phone call. My man, you got to do a show. You got to do a show. We want to come on your show. You got to do a show to host the World Food Program. And I was like, okay, no problem. I think we're other well, early afternoon when we did that show. Yeah. I will try to go and find that video. It should be there. All right. And Vani Seko, yeah. Yeah, Vani Seko said, Samuel Tweh even stayed longer on the show after the lady left the show. Thank you. And then another thing happened again, Vani, was that I had a problem with my side. I had problem with my network, and then Tweh took over. Samuel Tweh took over the show, and he started conducting the interview until I got back on. Okay? Yeah. But all of that is just to sum up to say that there is record to show. But he says something that this government and people in this Barca government are bent on damaging people's reputation, their image, their credibility, without regards to conscience, or to the facts. Yeah, Delano Tamasa, welcome to you there. How you doing? Says, good evening, the wise man and my beloved GHT CLN family. Welcome, Vice Chair. Great to see you on here. Okay? People in this government and this government have a penchant to go after people regardless, to damage their future, their character, and what have you. Okay? And that's bad. That is bad. To just grab people former officials, senior officials of government, like the foreign minister, D. Maxwell Kemeya, Mary Bro, or Samuel D. Tweh Jr., Speaker J. Funati Kofa, and his colleagues, simply because they belong to an opposition political party today. They belong to the CDC. And you want to drag the CDC, you want to decimate the CDC, you want to see the CDC erased from the political landscape of Liberia, that nobody talks about the CDC. That's what you want to do. So you care less about the facts around anything, governing anything. Okay? That's bad. That's bad. That's not the essence of good governance. No. And so Simon Tweh threw out the challenge. He threw out the challenge. Go to a World Food Program. Go to the United Nations. Go and ask them about this money. Go to the current finance minister. He has just written letter redistributing this money. He just did. I will try to produce that letter on the next segment. Hopefully on the Wednesday show. That will be tomorrow. Susan Soiree, welcome there from Canada. How are you? Okay. Yeah, Sam Ricks, welcome to you. It is so wrong how our people are proceeding. Okay? They went after D. Maxwell Kemeya simply because he said President Weah will come back 2029. He will be re-elected. And D. Maxwell Kemeya, if you saw President Weah in the public space since he left office, since he left power, every time you saw President Weah, you saw Minister Kemeya. Everywhere you saw President Weah, there was Minister Kemeya. Very loyal. Yes, okay, where the lady from Atlanta. Welcome to you. How are you? Good evening to you, Mr. Gamer, and all my GHT CLN family. Welcome. Where you coming from? You coming late to class tomorrow this time? Yes, sir. You coming too late to class tomorrow this time? You just coming home from work? Fearless Clark Williams. He said their owner lies, Lord, take the stair instead of the elevator. Yeah, I'm telling you. Okay. Thank you, Bob Jacob. Welcome. Thank you. Kana Zile. Happy belated birthday to you, my man. On your birthday, we'll just celebrate you. Okay. Kana Zile. Happy belated birthday to you. On the YouTube channel. Okay. Everywhere you saw President Weah, there was D. Maxwell Kemeya. Yes, I said that's loyalty. Thank you. Absolutely, that's loyalty. And they don't want to see that happening. Maxwell said Kemaya, I believe he's from Lofa. And so they expected, Joseph Boakai expected Kemaya to go to him to say, Uncle, that man time feeling now, that Lofa time. Eh? Eh? Now what Joseph Boakai anticipated from D Max. Oh, that man ever since he think Joe, we are coming back to power. He don't want to come talk to me. He expected D Maxwell to go to him to tell him, say, Papa, Uncle. That man, I finished with that man. Now the likes of Thomas Fala will do that. The likes of the yellow-bellied swine. And you know the YBS? Kanyo Babala. Those are the kind of people that will go to Joseph Boakai and say, I'm preaching different politics today. I'm preaching different politics now. Vanny, rewrite your statement. I don't think that's what you meant. D Max is not like Tifa. No, he's not like Tifa. Okay? That's what he expected from D Max. Okay? But this man has proven, and you know we had issue with D Max on this platform, right? Yeah. We went after him one time, and that story ended up to not be truthful, to not be honest. And that's about it. I met him in Liberia, and we broke bread. I was at a news conference with him, and I asked him some tough questions at Information Ministry D Max. Yeah. And we took pictures and what have you after the news conference. He said, Gilmore, come to my place. You know me. You want to ask all the ha-ha questions, yeah? All right? You don't do that to people. All right? This man, you saw the short video I played. That video is about 16 minutes long. I will share it on the page, and you gotta watch the whole thing. I got about 2-3 of them. I will share those. Okay. This is the letter. May 31st, 2023. This is the letter requesting the payment for the rice. 29,412 bags of rice. And in that video, you saw and you heard the guys describing the quantity of the rice. How many bags were in that room and how many bags in the other room? Combined 29,412 for a total value of US $500,000. $500,000. Okay? So here is the letter request for balance payment for supply of 29,412 bags of rice, bags of 25 kilograms, value at US $500,000. Greetings. It's addressed to NASA M. Alusibe, Assistant Director of Emergency Aid, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Okay? Riyadh. This letter went straight to Saudi Arabia, telling the Saudi government, please pay us. We have provided the rice to the Liberian government, to the disaster management relief, and please pay us. Greetings. We present our compliments and best wishes. As per our letter of 6 April 2023 requesting payment for supply of 29,412 bags of rice of 25 kilograms value as per our invoice number KSR-2023-001 dated 6 April 2023 with mentioned of our preferred banking details in Liberia for US $500,000 and confirmed receipt of said supply by the designated agencies of the government of Liberia. Sir, we did receive $487,135.04 attached on 10th May 2023 with a shortage of US $12,864.96 based on our issued invoice to KS Relief. Therefore, we humbly request through your office for reimbursement of the outstanding balance on this transaction. We highly appreciate your valuable business and looking to have more engagements in the future. Kindly see our banking details mentioned in our attached invoice for remittance of the outstanding balance to close this invoice. With sentiments of the highest, we remain Futa Corporation. And the general manager there is Umaru. The ink and the stamp cover the name there. But the first name is Umaru. I can see it there clearly. Umaru. Okay? Futa Corporation is writing directly to Saudi Arabia for payment. You saw the Saudi ambassador accredited to Cote d'Ivoire and Liberia was in Liberia with his assistant or interpreter inspecting the rice in the warehouses. Okay, inspecting the rice, making sure that the rice is there. He's telling Kemaya, please make sure this rice goes to the intended persons or people. Kemaya said, sir, I've made a promise. Not one grain of rice will go to my house. Nobody will say, Kemaya, because you are the minister, you can take one grain of rice and carry home for you and your wife and your children to eat. He said, not one grain will go to my house. The money did not go to Kemaya. The money went directly into Futa Corporation bank account. They're supposed to send 500,000. They sent 486,000 or so. Let me make sure I got that right. They sent $487,135. But it's 12,000 and change. So did they send $12,000 to Kemaya account? James John Kekula Sumo. Dorothy Desayu, welcome. Eh? Did they send $12,000? Did Saudi Arabia, the government of Saudi Arabia, did that government send $12,000 to Kemaya's account? Did Kemaya receive any money? Yeah? Can somebody say something to me? Given all the information we provided so far, the letter from Futa Corporation that states that they wrote Saudi Arabia for payments. The Saudi government responded, send the payment. This other right here, this one right here, you can find these documents on Jide Hato page. Okay, don't ask her how we got it. It's through the Digging Deeper department. Okay, this is the transfer. This is the transfer. When the money was transferred through wire transfer, that's what you see here. Okay? That's what you see here. You see the quantity. Okay, the customer name, KS Relief, that's Saudi Arabia, P.O. Box, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Phone number 966, long number down there. Care of Mr. Abdulaziz Ben Mohammed Al Atik and Mr. Nasser Ben Mutak. Okay? Quantity 29,412 bags of 25 kilograms rice. Unit price $17. Total $500,004. Total amount received from KS Relief via TT transfer May 10, 2023. $487,000. Beneficiary name and address, Futa Corporation, Town. Beneficiary bank address, Echo Bank, Liberia Limited, 11th Street, Tottenham Boulevard, Monrovia. Beneficiary account number is all attached there. Huh? Okay? You see the transfer of the money directly into Futa Corporation's account from Saudi Arabia to Monrovia. To Futa Corporation account. And then you say you're going after D. Maxwell Kemaya. You see how evil people can be? Let me say hi and welcome to Delano Tamasa, and then we'll continue. Tamasa, good evening.
Yes, the watchman. Yeah, good evening to you as well. The watchman.
Welcome. How are you?
Time to be with you. Let me just say hello there to our family, the GHT family and the CLN, and our people all over the world. More especially those that are following us from Liberia. I just want to say, I think it will be good morning to them at this time.
Right.
It's a great time to be with you, the watchman. It's a really, really great time to be with you. Thank you so much for having me on the global stage once again. I'm honored and extremely humbled to be with you.
No doubt. Welcome. It's great to have you as well. Good to see you again, as always. We are in this together.
Absolutely.
I don't know whether you heard me or you've been following, But I was just telling our people that Joseph Boyka anticipated T. Max was coming out to go to him and say, Uncle,
yeah,
I finished with that job we are, man. The thing now, that loafer thing now. So I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And D-Max, to be honest, you know, I'm extremely proud of him, you know, as you said it, you know, but this is the GHT, you know,
right.
we don't go after people on the basis of hate, on the basis of information. And once the information are clear, we are honest enough to come to say, look, those information are clear. So that make the GHT, you know, is you know, great. D-Max, you know, with all of the things that we had, but still, you know, he has proven to be a person with the principles, somebody that stands for something. Look, D-Max, not even uncle. D-Max can call Oman Bwaka like they say, father are here or big brother I'm here, because all from Lofa.
Yeah.
You know, the uncles are the others, you know, like the Bandi, the Mende, the Lomans, you know, we say uncle. But for D-Max, I mean, it's like there's a saying we have in Lofa, especially for you, it's a non-player custom, you know.
Non-player custom?
No, non-playing, you know, that, you know, we are one. So
I thought I heard something like a selling costume.
No. No. Look, you can say Virakuma, you know, there's a name, you know, there's a woman, like the mother of Foya will normally say Kuma. So, you know, when we say Virakuma, so like say Kuma children. So like we all in that kind of tradition, but he stands for principles. He has his black. You know, you don't do that. It's not like the other guys,
right?
You know, and I'm proud of him. He stands his ground, and he remained to be focused. You know, as a former foreign minister,
yeah,
he remained to be focused with all of the intimidation and other things. He remained to be focused and stand his ground and just work for the Liberian people. I think that's what is happening. You know, so. They bundle him, you know, collected him, bundle him in jail, throw him in jail.
Yeah.
But he remains
just like that.
Yeah.
You know, just like that.
Just like that, you know. So yeah, D-Max, you know, from movie. I just want to just salute him and thank him for his ground that he continued to stand on. He's standing tall, doing what he knows best. And you know, being with the former president is something very strategic. D-Max understands the ball of politics of our country. He knows how things runs. So we will see how he goes. But for now, I have to salute him and just give him the pap on the back politically.
Right. Absolutely. And here is a comment from A.B. Connor. He said, my brother, the Unity Party is not going after some of the very current lawmakers that manage to be wealthy today because they have become YBSs. That have sold their loyalties to the so-called rescue mission. I like the way YBS is trending. During the campaign, they trumpeted that they, UP, were going to prosecute those wealthy sedition lawmakers. This is a ploy to force prominent seditions into total submission. Absolutely. Absolutely, AB.
And you know the YBS, as you indicated, the YBS had a trademark, and that trademark always they would jump from this party, and then when they see it this way, they jump from this. You know, it started, you know, Mr. Gilman, you know, our own brother Kanye, before even 2017, they had a program here in Kalasco at Kings FM. Before 3 months before we look in somersaulted to the Liberty Party.
To Liberty Party.
And after the run, after everything, when he saw the green light, he came and they begged the president, the former president at the time, and he accepted him. So the Yellow Belly, the YBS had a trademark. The trademark always, they just jump from one place to another.
We gotta well, our prodigal there, they were gonna be taking him back. So we're not adding.
No, we're not doing.
We're not adding prodigal.
No, the prodigal son didn't go back and forth.
No, he went.
He did it only once.
One time. He did it
one
once.
time.
Yeah,
so that the difference between the prodigal son and the YBS.
Yeah.
The prodigal son was honest. He realized
he was honest.
He
went. He lavished his share of the property and everything. He said, "What? With everything going on in my father's mansion, I'm sitting here and I'm eating from the streets and turn to beggar. I'm finding my way back home, and I'm gonna tell my dad, hey, Dad, please take me in. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know. Yeah. So he's not a
prodigal.
He's not a prodigal son.
No, he's the original YBS.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill any sheep or goat or cow for him.
No, can't have a party. We did a party. We did a party 2018 when he came back. We accepted him. We gave him a bigger cow.
Yeah.
And after 6 years now, you see what's happening?
Yeah.
No, he's not a prodigal son.
No, he's not a prodigal son.
No, he's the original YBS.
Original YBS. Yellow belly swine.
Original. Not just YBS, but original.
Original YBS.
YBS, yeah.
let me tell one of my darling sisters. She sent me a message. She said, Mr. Gamer, please forget about that YBS guy there. He making me sick. Please don't tell about here again. And you know, I promise you I'm not gonna write anything about him, but you know, it came in the passing. Yeah. So we have to respond, we have to treat it that way. It's in passing. And right, Tamasa?
Oh, you know, yeah. In passing sometimes, you know, just shake it up, you know.
Shake it up, shake it up.
It didn't feel bad, you know, we will not go down further, but sometimes when you kind of crossfire, you know, one way or the other, you know, you gotta take
you gotta address it. You gotta address it. Yeah, you gotta address it.
You know, so but that's it, my dear sister. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. Okay. Henry Doe is saying, what role is Eugene Nangbe playing with the president? Eugene Nangbe is the PR man. You know, he does all the I would say all the PRs for the president. The former foreign minister D. Maxwell Kemaya is his political advisor, and
I think Eugene is former chief of office staff.
Yeah, Eugene is chief of office staff.
Yeah, something
and
like that.
D. Max Kemaya is the political envoy, and you know, he does he still works in that department, you know. Yeah. So that's what it is. Fearless Claudius, I beg you, please don't kill me tonight, man. No. Yeah. Okay, so if you just join us here, we are discussing the real story behind why D. Maxwell Kemaya was arrested and thrown in jail by the Barca government through the asset recovery team. Okay, the real story. And I mean, we just showed you here the letter from Futa Corporation directly to Saudi Arabia seeking payment for the rice, 29,000 bags of rice, 25 kilograms, totaling $500,000. And the form you are looking at, or this communication you are looking at, is the transfer, the wire transfer that was made from Saudi Arabia, the bank in Saudi Arabia, to Futa Corporation Bank, Echo Bank in Liberia, 11th Street. The wire transfer. Okay. Here is the letter. Sorry. Here is the letter from Futa Corporation. Okay. And I told you that I couldn't see the last name to the general manager that wrote this letter, Umaru, but the Digging Deeper department can now state that the last name there is Barry, Umaru A. Barry is the general manager. Okay, we got people working in.
Let me salute the crew. Let me salute the crew. It's a worry to salute the crew. The Triple D.
The Triple D crew. Yeah.
We all over. We all over. You know.
All
so,
over. Yeah.
Yeah. So it will just come up. The only thing they can be disclosed, so nobody should ask her who are they.
Yeah. No, they can't be disclosed. They are there. They are there. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the last name is Barry. Wrote the letter requested for payment. And the payment was made. Okay? Payment was made. Here's the payment. It's like that was Chief Boswell, right? Haven't you sold your land and accepted payment? Eh? Let the settlers have their land. You remember that, Tamasa?
Yeah. Yeah. I heard something about that deception, you know.
Yeah. Haven't you sold your land and accepted payment? When the tribesmen sold their land to the settlers for small fish and tobacco and what have you, and Turkey, they didn't want to give the land. They want to take it back. Okay? That's a similar thing here. They sold their rights and requested payment. This time, it wasn't you sold the rights and accepted payment. They sold the rights and requested for payment. Maxwell Sakamaya did not write to request payment. He knew nothing about it except that he's in the know of the arrangement that Futa Corporation would supply the rice. The rice did not come from Saudi Arabia aboard a ship to say, like back then, when the PF480 parboiled rice used to go on the ship called Habel Cutlass. Okay? Habel Cutlass was a big old ship that used to carry the rice and argo oil and beans and what have you. When it docked in the port, they offloaded, and then you hear on ERBC. You said have donated 2,000 metric tons of rice and soybean oil and beans to the Liberian government for use by the schools. This is not the case with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia did not send a shipload of rice. They said, we got $500,000. We want to use it to buy rice for the disaster relief program in Liberia. And Futa Corporation was contacted to provide our rice, 29,000 bags of rice, almost 30,000 bags of rice. Okay? And so they were provided, Futa Corporation that is, was provided with all of the information to make direct contact with Saudi Arabia for their money, for their payments. They did. Saudi Arabia did not send 500,000. They sent 487,000. $487,135 4 cents. That's what they sent initially. So where did Kamaya take the money from, or the rice? Eh? These are pictures of the Saudi delegation, the Saudi ambassador to Cote d'Ivoire and Liberia, standing there with Kamaya. That's his interpreter right there in the green and white t-shirt. His assistant or colleague. Okay. I think that's the director for the disaster relief program here in Ekosu and other people. Standing in the warehouse with the rice. Okay. We can play for you the tip again. And you will hear Kamaya talk about not 1 grain of rice will go to my house. Not 1 grain. And A.B. Connor says, protege child do not vacillate all over the place, Delano. No, not at all.
That's your nephew. You're right.
Okay. Yeah. We got, the department is rich with a lot of information on this story. We'll share more with you in the coming days. And for as long as the case is in court, we'll continue to discuss it and bring you with more information. Okay? Yeah. Rest assured, we will do that. Yeah, we will do that. We'll bring you information on a daily basis as it relates to this case and many other cases. Yeah, I know some of you want to hear at least updates on the case involving the speaker. You know, people can say former speaker and this and that. Me, I say the mayor's the speaker. Once a speaker, always a speaker. You don't want me call him speaker, go turn your own soundbar off. I let it see the massage no he agreement. Yeah. Well, Massacre from Pennsylvania, welcome to you. How are you? Okay. We're gonna bring you highlights from that. But I want us to go back to Samuel Tweh. A lot of things, a lot of challenges Samuel Tweh threw out there to this government. Okay. And then let me see. We did a little bit of Tweh, but let's go to the Boakai himself, his trip to the United States, the signing of that $1.8 billion deal under the cover of darkness. And, I mean, why is it that this government, Tamasa, they are not even celebrating the signing of this deal?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely, Mr. Gilmore. How one, but the first thing said, I don't know how. You remember that the president, with entire office staff, they drove to 72nd to dedicate a police boat.
Yeah.
Between maybe 12.
The police boot. Yeah. That $400 boot.
Yeah, that for,
Yeah.
And he was there cutting ribbon.
Cutting ribbon.
Just police boat.
And the Joyce, Loma Girl said that the Zoko Motel.
Yeah, I remember she said it. and the old man, you know, he drove, you know, from his office and all the way to 72nd.
Yeah.
And then that was all over the place.
It was all over the news.
And we know that even the painting of the ministerial complex, it was something that they make it as news. But then this massive concession agreement, the massive one, $1.8 billion. The first thing to be signed, to be discussed.
The first major, it's supposed to be the first major achievement.
Yeah.
But
on the weekend.
On Sunday.
On Sunday. And the government couldn't come up to inform the Liberian people.
We got
the news.
And not even on for the American embassy, and not even on e-mansion page.
No.
Website.
No. And the more astonishing part of it,
I think the commerce minister was on a radio this morning and denying. He said the deal is not climaxed yet.
Where's the deal?
When the embassy is saying that the deal was signed, the American embassy,
they came up with the figure, everything, the agreement, everything, $1.8 billion. But mind you, initially it was $5 billion that they were talking about, the bread about. So we don't know what happens. Now we're talking about $1.8 billion.
1.8.
There's a situation of the Unity Party government, Mr. Gilman. This is not strange. Your Unity Party government has a trademark. And most of that trademark, it has to do with the concessions agreements. We know about the most
they had 66 the past time.
Yeah, the most steering. The entire concession was 68.
68.
But out of the 68, 66 were bogus, and only 2 that could reach the benchmark internationally. And but then you have this current president as the vice president and the president of the Liberian Senate.
Yeah.
Mario, look, the story in 2013. You heard about the Wologisi mountain. There was the same way. There was a deal between the government and the group that they call Janda, a group of company based in India. And I remember the vice president and the son of the president then, Mr. Salif, Rabbi Salif, they went under the cover of darkness politically. They went to India to discuss the Wologisi mountain.
Right.
And within that particular thing, there were honest lawmakers, the Lofa Legislative Caucus, the late Eugene Falakpaka, his blessed memory. He was the one from the Liberty Party. He stood up and informed us. And there where the movement for the defense of Wologisi was established, and I was the chairperson.
Right.
I was able in 2013 to move in Lofa, meet all our people, all of the districts, and our God could have it, that deal was killed and our mountain was reserved because the negotiation by then, they wanted to mortgage the Wologisi mountain without having the custodians of that mountain involved and the Liberian people in general. It is the same thing. So this is just a trademark of the Unity Party government.
Another thing, Tamasa, on this D. Maxwell's Kemaya whole story, the real story. Another school of thought is that the Joseph Yuma Bwaka lied to ECOWAS. ECOWAS appointed D. Max as ambassador to Sierra Leone, representative to Sierra Leone.
Yes.
And he kicked against it. Bwaka kicked against it and lied to ECOWAS that D. Max was involved with stealing the Saudi Arabia rice, which of course he got no evidence to substantiate that claim. Okay? Nothing whatsoever. But that's the lie he told to ECOWAS. Now, Melvin Snow will tell you that that position has gone to a different country.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few weeks back, I think one of us were discussing that.
He said that Liberia missed that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of hate or what would think of fear about one another. So you know, a lot of things is happening with this government. All right. He does not have anything to substantiate against D-Max with the Saudi rice. Bwaka wants to launch a scholarship scheme for this current foreign minister, I believe, maybe with the Saudi government. You know.
Yeah.
So it's a whole lot. They don't want to celebrate this $1.8 billion with Ivanhoe HPX, because you know what? It violates the current MDA with ArcelorMittal. It violates that. Yeah. And ArcelorMittal can hold them liable for breaching the agreement. Yeah. Yeah, Sheikh Silla said the position was given to Ghana. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I saw a video of Roosevelt Dunn. Roosevelt Dunn was telling his followers and UP, people there, say, you don't expect to see anything good on my page about Joseph Boakai and Unity Party government. Somebody put that video. Yeah, somebody put that video in one charua. He said y'all lie until y'all keep the power. And then what you want me to do? You will not see nothing good. we will not make up any stories on this platform. We will not tell any lies, but we will tell it plain and simple. Just like the way Samuel Tweh have challenged them, that it's the George Weah government that source the money. Even their own man Amara Kone can be telling them.
Sure.
Yeah. Now Senator Amara Kone for Bapulu or Bopulu County. Yeah. Okay. He tells them it's Bapulu, right?
Yeah, Bapulu, yes.
Bapulu, yeah. He tells them, say, hey, it was our plan, Unity Party government plan, to build a Rawafi highway. Hey, but we drew the plan. CDC government came, they got the money, they signed the contract and gave it off for them. They are the ones who did all of that. Okay? They run it with the Chinese coming to build over here. That was CDC arrangement.
Yes.
CDC government. Everything in the pipeline. Sign, seal, deliver.
They only need to dish it out well and make it, more pleasant to eat,
Yeah.
But everything, the ingredients, put in all the negotiation, the talks, everything. All the discussions surrounding it. It was done, concluded, sealed, and turned it over. So, and they know that, but sometimes they just pretend.
Yeah.
And that's why we'll not keep silent. We'll continue to inform our people. But that deal, Esther Metal, it's a serious crisis, But we're watching out to see. you know how it goes. But it's a serious crisis.
Right.
We don't know. I don't know. He used that particular deal as a ransom to go and dine with President Trump. Because now you know there's this scenario.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you and everybody else. Let me just tell you in your ear. Bring your ear closer to me.
I bring it closer. My areas are you?
Yeah, bring your ear. Let me tell you in your ear. They will meet. You will meet Donald Trump on Thursday. Okay.
Yes.
Our Triple D in the DC area was alerting us. That meeting will be on Thursday. But if you thought Cyril Ramaphosa for South Africa, if you thought he was ambushed in the Oval Office, imagine what will happen to Joseph Boakai.
No, he can't stand that. He can't stand that. I watched the.
Imagine what will happen.
Two presidents.
Yeah.
The one from Ukraine, Zelensky, and then I watched Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa probably was like a cinema.
Yeah, they brought video for you. They open TV for you. You were in a video club. Ramaphosa was in a video club. Yeah.
It's tough, Mr. Gilmore. I mean, I'm so afraid for the 80-year-old man, you know, to go there. Ramaphosa, a little bit active, but he was bamboozled by the barrages of videos and other things, and the discussions and the conversations that are going.
Right.
You get to know, you know, how Trump operates.
Absolutely.
It's a serious thing. That's why we need to stand up so that our country cannot be mortgaged. God, I don't see that he has that intestinal fortitude.
No.
I know you can call it another way, but I would say intestinal fortitude.
They don't have the. They don't have
the intestinal strong.
No, they don't have the testicular fortitude. Yeah.
to stand President Trump. Yeah. So I mean, we just, you know what it means for you to discuss a deal between 5 billion to 1.8. And the moment you sign the next day on the flight.
No celebration.
No celebration.
But this guy, Joseph Boakai, celebrated the fake phone call with Elon Musk.
Absolutely.
He celebrated the fake scholarship scheme.
Yeah.
The BM scholarship scheme.
Mm-hmm.
They celebrated that by the foreign minister who brought
Beslo Yanti.
Yeah, Beslo Yanti. Okay. That hoax deal. They celebrated that. But 1.8 billion. It's a no celebration.
And you have a sleep at night, you just wake up suit and start running from the country.
Yeah.
I know.
Look, I feel so sorry for him right now.
Yeah.
The man, the noise maker, he not running private jet. Nobody see Oscar Airline on the airport. I see Oscar. Now he go according to Oscar's schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emmanuel P. They celebrated the UN Security Council deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that was already done. Sign, seal, deliver. Yeah. Zuo, Miss Ira.
Well, even the Millennium Challenge.
The Millennium Challenge.
You saw it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then the biggest one
of all.
And you just say it.
But that's the first time, again, that's the first time in the history of this government and the UP people, even when they were in opposition, when the American embassy put up any statement that went during the CDC government time, that was when the embassy put a statement that was not in favor of the government at the time, they will celebrate it.
They will celebrate.
Okay? They will celebrate it. Now the government did not put up the statement that is signed a $1.8 billion. The American embassy put up the statement. And they're not even running with it.
And they frowned.
They frown on it. We tell you to put it aside.
The old good news, they put it outside.
Yeah. They're all good news. Fred Nimla Dix says, Mr. Gable, let me tell you the truth. I'm afraid for Boycott because he's a low talker. And Trump will need someone to help him because he will not hear him. No, you Duke positive enjoying the show, the man just laughing, my man. And Charlene Pratt, Elon Musk is his friend. So he will meet his friend and his other friend Trump. And now Trump and Musk
and Musk tear each other apart.
Yeah, tear each other apart. The third party and second party and this and that and what have you. All right. So I mean, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. But yeah, like Duke put it, he took the word out of my mouth. We are in a trouble. The country is in a trouble. You know, we are at a cliff about to fall off anytime. Yeah. We got a giant company, ArcelorMittal, that this deal contravenes, it goes against the MDA with ArcelorMittal. Okay. But Braga have already signed the deal on Sunday. On Sunday, under the cover of darkness, Cecilia Freeman said they celebrated Ayalolo buses, fake yellow machine, and even Braga invitation with the other African president to the U.S. But they refused to celebrate 1.8 billion. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you lie your way to power, but you cannot lie to govern because it has to do with the bread and butter. That's the serious issues. In opposition, you care less about, you can wake up in the morning and say, fire in the theater. And if people will run, they will run.
Yeah.
You can wake up in the morning and say, June 7, save the state. And if you cool out Fafana, you will write your post. I said, June 7, we come outside. But now July 15, then you say, no, it's not important, it's not necessary. The country don't need none of all of that. Why the country don't need all of that? Yeah? Why the country don't need all of that? That AB Connect coming in.
Or AB. Nephew.
AB.
Yeah, my brother.
Welcome. We almost there. So let's just hear you. Take it away.
I know, right? so you know what I was cracking about, yeah? How you doing? Yeah. Let me say good evening to all the GHT family and Great Delano. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm cracking up when you said you saw Oscar parking on the camera.
Yeah.
Just imagine President Trump, $1.8 billion contract. He's supposed to be celebrating and riding a charter flight.
Yeah.
Coming to the White House.
Coming to the White House, you were Oscar.
Yeah, just imagine they make me go to Ghana, then he get charter flight. Then he coming to America. It look like he wants for Donald Trump to see him in the private jet or so. He said, that's so funny, man. But listen,
you run a private jet to America, then you beg for money. So,
yeah.
A contradiction.
But, the thing about HPX and then a Salamita situation, if you guys will recall, some of the issues that today you have all of this thing lingering on Minister Tweh and others for sanctions, some of it emanated from the HPX situations.
Yeah.
Wherein they say, Minister Tweh, then they took money and XYZ to pay government bills, and they never gave HPX the railroad, authority to use it.
Yeah.
Now, it like literally these people have been grabbed by their balls. That's the reason why they are not celebrating.
They're not celebrating
because they know the dilemma they're going to face. Because firstly, mind you, they multilateral companies. In the case of HP, how they call it, accelerators.
Yeah.
Trust me, even if they cause these people to take out issue to sue Liberian government in the international space, they would do it.
They would do it.
And Liberia will be obliged to meet up with certain things. But the guy, from my understanding, the guy who did the HPS thing, I think is a major donor to Mr. Trump and others.
Mm-hmm.
So they are pulling some strings in Washington here to make things happen. That's the reason literally this government was bamboozled in signing on the Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
A major.
And maybe I ain't go to church.
They ain't go to service. That
the deacon, right?
The deacon. The deacon missed church.
Yeah. So those are some of the issues that are playing right now. So it like there is
Ebi, to tell you that this Sunday signing costs a lot of things. But I ain't go to church, but Musa Belete visited a church on Sunday. I saw him post. He said the service was great. You saw Musa Belete post on Sunday? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you are going to visit. I think you are going to visit some.
You went to visit a church. The Baka didn't go to church that day.
You know, his wife is a Christian, so
yeah.
A wife church, you know.
Yeah. So I mean that's a conundrum that these people are faced with right now. And trust me, it's going to be a problem. They just hope and pray that it will iron out in a way, because the whole problem is access to the usage of that railway.
The railway.
Because HPS, I think they got mineral deal with Guinea, where they want to start transporting, and then the only medium, because they're not prepared to build another railroad to use it put up in Canada.
Right.
So it's a question of that particular Lamco railway that they want access to it, and there where the whole issue have been. And this government have been grabbed by the ball, because mind you, recently they went to Salamita, celebrating all those kind of things for the company.
Yeah.
Only to come and then stab them in the back now with this particular deal. That's the problem. And I know I think some of the conditions for this Washington visit was predicated on this particular HPS issues too. Because, like I said, yeah, this guy he pulled a lot of strings in DC, and he's an American company.
Yeah.
So it's like they're literally trying to throw the Indian company under the bus for an American company, and that's an issue right now. But I don't know how they're going to proceed with that. But I would not be surprised if they try to litigate some of these things, and even outside of the Bellwood of Liberia.
Absolutely.
So that was just my take on a particular HPS situation. And with regards to Minister Tweh,
You know, his eloquence is brilliant. He will tell you as he sees it. But I trended earlier on, and I stated here, the goal is to bamboozle these guys into total submission and decapitate the CDC. That's the reason why they say we'll go after this person, we'll go after this person. The next thing is that we will force them into submission, wherein they start to distance themselves from the institution and run the institution irrelevant. That's their goal. It's orchestrated. Because I stated that a lot of these lawmakers that you call them rich people in Liberia today, they trumpeted that, oh, we're going to have how to build a school, we're prosecuting how to build this, how they got this other car, how they got all these trucks. But because a lot of the guys tend to YBS, like in your words, not going,
yeah.
You understand? They're not going after them.
No.
They are completely get them off the order. No, we're not going after them. And, you know, so that's the game plan. These people, they are vicious, and whatever they can do to hold on to power has been orchestrated here.
It's been orchestrated.
It's not with any sincerity here.
No.
Because just imagine you talk about the WPS WPS right issue. The thing is glaring right there. Minister Tweh telling you, but even your minister right now, he's writing letters to his monies.
Yeah, redistributing that money. Yeah.
Yes. But because the reality are there, but it would not help. Yesterday, they must keep dragging these people around and to make the entire CDC government as a corrupt government can't read or shine. Even if there's nothing there, yesterday they want to portray it that way because they want it to sink in the mind of the people that, oh yeah, these people you hire leading you, they were a bunch of corrupt people.
Right.
So it's orchestrated, and people got to push back on it like this. People got to push back, and seditions got to be resolute about it and make sure that they continue to educate the people and continue to point these things out. It's orchestrated.
It is.
It's completely orchestrated because if you got a few things that you dedicate them. Just imagine a clinic in the Johnsonville area there, where in the one the printed device, the first lady name on it, on the bed sheet and all.
On the bed sheet.
And that particular clinic was completely nothing they did that. And
nothing they did. The job printed, so some area was dirty.
Dirty completely. You could see the trash all over the place around the building. And they sat down there and dedicated that. Then how much more about $1.8 billion?
$1.8 billion. They can't celebrate.
But this is the situation that you got in that country, and people need to stand up to this. It's people, they are vicious people. Just today, former President Ellen Johnson telling us Monrovia is completely dirty. And he's embarrassed about it. Making comparison to Sierra Leone, telling you that Sierra Leone is way better. But these people they told you that they would do everything and anything to make to give you things that complete utopia. Imaginary things, I'm telling you.
Right.
But this is what you got, my brother. And people got to stand up. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we got time to take a few callers. If you want, you can call us here 313-957-9702, WhatsApp and direct. Okay, let's read a few comments as we anticipate your calls. If not, we'll go to Delano Tamasa for his parting. Then we'll come back to AB, and then we're going to seal the deal. Gabriel West, the signing was Barker's visa to the White House. Barker was given similar instructions as was done with Obasanjo with Charles Taylor.
Yes.
No signing, don't bother getting on the flight to the U.S. And Cyril Dupo says, you got it right, AB, no doubt. And Cecilia J. Freeman, the whole deacon made service on Sunday just to go sign clandestinely. Absolutely. That's what he did. Yeah. Yeah. And Cyril Dupo, their own politics now choke them. To be deceptive in politics is a bad thing, oh. It's a bad thing. Miss Campbell, Josephine Campbell, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Long time.
I know, long time. Let's hear you.
I just want to say thank you very much. We will all watch the drama on Thursday.
Right.
But that man, what a J, what he need against what is Kumaya?
Yes, Kemaya, the Minister of
Yeah,
Foreign Affairs.
KOK now start playing the right video. He said he got all the documents.
Right.
And all the video will be played. He started playing them tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The way they themselves been selling the rice,
yeah.
and all the video and all the document will come out. They may do nothing. You know, they want to come after all the sedition officials,
Right.
former officials there.
Right.
But they're wasting their time. Because they're not doing nothing.
No.
All the roads they're showing that President, we have a project that they pay for everything, so that they bring their own narrative so can see it.
Right.
You must start something. Our people jail them for no reason. You suspended the people, you just use their money unnecessarily.
Mm-hmm.
They want peace. I want to get out your speaker position. What your speaker doing now? For call will fight them.
No sound coming out of the speaker.
No, call will deal with them. Speaker got his own liquor problem he didn't win. But call will fight them. They will regret for everything they're doing to our people. We all watching them. The Jesus said watching them.
Absolutely.
But they are disgrace that will come to them. It will start on Thursday. Let them watch and see.
Hey, Loading.
Thank you very much.
No doubt. Sarah Dopo, the hatred is so alarming. Imagine refusing to give Kemaya that position, and it was given to another country. Wow. Yep. And Achitape, we were not here, but we're here now from Dallas, Texas. Sarah, Dorothy, these are you. American asked Boyka to sign. Then Boyka said, let me go come back from America. But the American said to Boyka, if you don't sign this paper, you are not going to see President Donald Trump. So he had to sign the paper by fire by force.
No.
Yeah. And Gabriel Wells, Mark Jabata's name came up today in the rice scandal. Someone exposed Mike had rice keeping in his home. Yeah. Yeah. And Peter Sayed, from $5 million to $1.8 million. What is going on? 1.8 billion. They signed a 1.8 billion deal. Peter Sayed, 1.8 billion, and the government refused to celebrate it. Yeah. All right, Tamasa.
Yeah, Mr. Gilmore, it's great. It's always a wonderful time whenever the wise men come up. Dorothy, this how you just said it. The simplest way to analyze the entire thing that have come together to make sure that Baka come. That's it. Sign it. If you don't sign it, you can't come.
You can't come.
And you end up mortgaging our country, bringing a serious problem to us. With other major multilateral concession companies that are there. These things, it make people to think that we are not serious people. We don't obey laws. We don't follow laws. And then so be it. And at the end of the day, countries that want to do serious business will not come.
No, will not come.
This is how it is, Dorothy. We'll see, as you said, we'll see how it goes. Look, but I just want to get closer on this. It is the law of our land give us the right for people to assemble. The Constitution, Article 17, make it very clear.
Absolutely.
That the people has the right. And one of the ways that we can test our democracy, there are ingredients that sustained or that substantiate or that build a country to make it stronger in terms of the way we say democracy. One of those, we talk about regular elections, yes, but also people should be given the right when they have grievances with their government, they should be given the opportunity to go and express their grievances. It is the right of these people. And also, those that are receiving the taxpayer money, the security forces, they has that obligation, that constitutional obligation to provide security for those that want to go and petition the government. So there should be no threat of intimidation to intimidate people who just want to come.
Right.
and bring their grievances to their people, to their government. The social contract theory design, if there's anything to deviate from those social contract theory, it is the right of these people, patriotic Liberians, headed by STEM, to go and petition the government.
Right.
We salute them, we hail them, and we call on the Liberian government and the security apparatus to provide maximum security for those people from the 15th of July to the 17th of July. I think that's how it is. The benchmark, the trademark, the blueprint has already been set. For 6 years, people demonstrated under the CDC-led government.
Yeah.
And we know that there was no agitation, there were no casualty, because the reason is the security apparatus provide maximum security. They never instigated or harassed any protester that will culminate into violence. History has told us, whenever you see protesters and security people in this kind of thing like a violence, that means the security people are orchestrated people in plain clothes to go among the protester to instigate violence.
Right.
That has been the trademark of them. So President Weah demonstrated that it can happen without no violence once the security apparatus meeting their line of duty to provide security and to provide protection for the people. Things will go on smooth. So we are waiting on Bwaka. We are watching on Bwaka. This is the litmus test for his administration. We salute all those patriotic Liberians who want to come and showcase and inform their government about bad governance, arbitrary arrest, beating of peaceful citizens. We salute them and we give them thumbs up. But thank you, the wise man. Thank you, my biggest nephew, A.B. Kolleh. Good to see you. Good to hear you. I haven't heard the voice for a few days now, but it's great that, you come on, today, and it's great to see you and to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, the wise man. I salute all our family, GHT and the CLN family, for always being there, playing the supporting role. Right. As you always come to talk what we know.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Delano Tamasa, Vice Chair. And before we go to AB quickly, this comment from or question from this John Greta said, "Good morning, Mr. Gamer. What is going on Thursday? What is going to happen on Thursday? On Thursday, Barker will meet Donald Trump at the White House, and we are saying that let me squeeze this caller in quickly. 30 seconds. Sayed Ma, 30 seconds. We're finna taking the numbers down.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Gilman. I have a question.
Yeah.
Is that the same company that doing CDC time they wanted to give, I think, like 5 billion?
Yeah, that's the same company, HPX.
But then how can they bring it down to 1.8?
Because Bogdan know how to negotiate. And then the contract was signed on Sunday too, so they short changed it.
Oh my God!
They're not working there. Sunday they're not working there. They're offering. They're offering again. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
They're offering again.
All right, thank you, Mr. Gilman. I just wanted to know.
You're welcome. They're offering again. Yeah. Yeah, Amy, take it away. Lawson, let me say hi to Andrew Lawson there, following the show. That one of the guys who were tortured for a hideout is following the show. Andrew, I think we are making a decision to either have you and Albert appear on the show here via telephone. We now want to know your video location.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, via telephone. So I will let you guys know. Okay, Andrew and Albert, I will let you guys know when we're going to bring you on, okay? And Elaine Black says, thank you for a wonderful show tonight. No doubt you're welcome there, Miss Black. Take it away, Abby.
Lawson, they will get on a completely secure phone for that matter, in fact.
Right.
So that nobody will be monitoring your phone signal.
Yeah. We're getting the beep from the tower.
I know, right?
But anyway, they get nothing in the sky there.
Right, right.
Elon Musk not friendly anymore.
No,
So
no satellite, no satellite to
no
monitor
satellite to monitor. Yeah.
But again, my brother, it's a great show, and it's good to be back here tonight. I know we're having a lot going on, fascinating topics under discussions, and it's good that people got to keep pushing back. And let me say, Delano, is great. It's great to see you again, and I see that you are in high spirit for your big day to come. But it's good to see you. Yeah, my brother. Let me just pick back on what Delano stated. This is the greatest democracy in the world, the United States.
United States, yeah.
And then in Africa, the country that profess that democracy is Liberia.
Liberia.
And for you to have a government that is in total overdrive negatively against its own citizens to the point that they're threatening them, telling them that they don't have the right to assemble, to even petition their own government.
Yeah.
It's appalling.
Very
It's
appalling.
And for the likes of Gregory Coleman to even be trumpeting such statements in the airwave, it's a sad thing. And to get out and come right to this America here. When last have you ever heard the Attorney General of the United States going on the cable news or all the places threatening people that decide to assemble?
To assemble, yeah.
Not even state attorney generals or police chief or whatever ever threaten that people around here.
No.
Because if you think that you are doing the right thing, so what are they going to do? Are they going to threaten people when there's a convergence of citizens that to say, oh yeah, we're going to go out there to commend the government? I know they will clap for that. They'll be happy.
Yeah.
They will support it. But why can't you be open and then practice the tenet of democracy, especially a provision that is enshrined in your constitution that gave the people the legitimate right to assemble and petition their government? You don't have to be in overdrive for that.
No.
But all their talking heads and their talking drums and that everything is in total overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm ashamed for Gregory Coleman to even be the one to be the mouthpiece for those kind of situations. What I expect of you as a professional police or security is to come and say, okay, you know what? It should be done within the confines of the law. Then you're talking something.
Right.
Is any violation? Those are the things that you watch out for. But during the CDC days,
you hear their newest spokesman, Bud Naked, talking about he gonna have people in the midst with guns.
And that's the problem. That's the problem, my brother. The likes of that kind of indecent person,
yeah,
with that kind of bad character, that kind of bad record in Liberia, talking about he's a reverend at this point in time.
What kind of reverend?
For you to have such a person identify with a government, and you said nothing about it. He was with you in Grand Jide there, literally trying to intimidate Yake Kolba. He's here talking about, we'll make sure that we'll decimate, they will do X, Y, Z, so and so forth. The likes of Koji today got sanctioned because, and then even Minister Magay talking about how they have some junta, or they call it not junta, or ex-combatants office downtown Monrovia, parading the street of Monrovia, when in fact there were nothing up to today's day that they can point to.
Right.
But you got a guy that you wearing blacks all over the place, and he's telling you what he's going to do.
You call yourself rescue ombudsman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they parade the street, and you said nothing about it.
Don't try it. That's their slogan. Don't try it.
Yeah. They get up from there, just tell the people and say you're preaching.
Huh?
Is that your not try with giving? Don't try. Is that your slogan?
No.
Yeah, but you see, that's the situation. So it's important to point those things out, and people need to. I appreciate Molu positions today.
Right.
He comes and even showed them authorization that was given to such a gathering. legally.
Yeah.
So I mean, my brother, it's a sad time for that country, and people will continue to say that. And the right thing that the former government official continue to remind Liberia that yes, those things were done already. Pray tell me.
Yeah.
The major road works have been that are under construction. Let the guys come out and show me one signing agreement they have for any of those constructions.
Yeah, let's see it.
Nowhere.
Let's see it. It's not there.
It's not there.
No.
Meaning to say it was done before,
It
or
was
you
done
do
before. You just continue.
the implementation as well.
Yeah. No
Nothing
there
is-
there.
No, there's no there.
No there there.
And that's troubling right now because it's anything the CDC did it already. Indeed, yes.
Yeah.
To have challenged you, come out to counter his challenge now.
You know the thing about it is,
yeah,
they cannot undo those things because there are millions of dollars.
They would not.
And you better go ahead to go ahead to implement. Yeah.
Yes. They dare to undo them. They will be digging their own political graves. They would not.
Mm-hmm.
Take, for instance, look at that runabout. That runabout got completed because of embarrassment and shame. That man went to dedicate a police boot.
But he couldn't
But the runabout,
dedicate
major
the
runabout, he could not go there.
He could not dedicate it.
No, he could not. So let's just keep using it. Embarrassed. They need to stop.
We'll dedicate it 2030.
Indeed. Any time the thing will come back with dedicated, it will be dedicated for one. But again, great show over there, brother.
They lied to us, AB.
Yeah, indeed, they lie. They lie. But trust me, we will continue to erect those checkpoints on.
Absolutely.
Great show, guys, and great. Let me say thanks to all of the followers and of course the Liberians in general.
No doubt.
Yeah.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up on your stomach, stop slipping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta wake up some more, yeah? Okay, let's go.
The people fool us.
The people lie to us.
The government betray us.
So much. I said they lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can knock the power. I said we tired with their lies. We tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us.
The thing we saw it frustrate us.
So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow the citizens to beat? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us, you screw us, you use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government should lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask. They lie. The people fool us. The people lie to us. The government betray us. They betray us so much. I said they lie. The people fool us, so the people lie to us. The government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they can knock the bottom. No one to trust. My people don't want to hope on. Nobody. I hope that I have them broken. Telling you, brother. So where are the schools? Where are the roads? Where are the jobs that they said they could afford? But they're too selfish.
They're too selfish. The people too selfish. The people tired with their message.
The reason why we ask why the government betray, they have enough of time, but yeah, then instead they delay.
People suffer, no war, but people crying for hunger.
Look at. Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation
is poor. Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. Thank you very much for being there. Thanks to Delano Tamasa, A.B. Kolleh. Sarah Dopo was trending heavily. Our callers into the show tonight. And all of you that are trending with us, thank you very much. We're gonna have another edition tomorrow, Wednesday, midweek edition. Until then, my name is Wild Michael Gilman, bidding you a pleasant good night rest.
With the promises that left us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach in D and now you